Hey guys, got something different for you today. It's not going to be a farming video. I've been asked a bunch of times what add-ons I use, so I figured I'd go over some of the add-ons I use and give you a brief overview of them. So for the first add-on we're going to start with is of course going to be Loot Appraiser. Loot Appraiser is what gives you the value of the items you loot to a point. You know, of course it's not always correct because it doesn't take into account disenchant or vendor or stuff like that. So it's a pretty simple one. You know, you got your window there that displays everything, and then you could change your price source here. I keep mine on min buyout, so I know what the items are selling for on my server, but you could change it to like market value and see what it's selling on the whole market, and the whole NA market, instead of just your server. So it's a decent one to have. Definitely recommend having that one. It also allows you to do loot appraiser challenges where you can get together with a bunch of friends, group up, and you can see how much gold everyone's made. Kind of makes it fun, competition. And I'd like to take a second to remind everybody to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future farms, and so you're entered in the 10 million gold giveaway. And I've also made an in-game community and a Discord for people to find group farms and just share farming tips with each other. The link for both of those will be down in the description below. And for add-on number 2, we're obviously going to go with Trade Skill Master. Trade Skill Master is needed to make Loot Appraiser work. This is where it draws its value from. Trade Skill Master is amazing. TSM, this one requires a desktop application as well, not just the in-game add-on. So you can just go right over to the TSM website, download everything. I'm not going to give you a full breakdown on how to set up TSM. There are dozens of videos out there by people who know TSM way better than me, so I'll let y'all look those ones up. But definitely need this one if you want your Loot Appraiser to work, if you want your item value to work. It's like when you click on an item, I don't have anything on me right now. Like if you hover over an item, TSM will show you what the min buyout, what the market price is, stuff like that. And the next add-on is going to be All the Things, ATT. All the Things is great for transmog farmers because this allows you to see certain things like if an item is unique or if it has multiple appearances. Like if you look at these greaves, you could see that it's got 4 other items that have the similar appearance. This comes in handy when you're farming transmog and you're trying to decide whether an item is worth putting on the auction house or just vendoring. If it's a unique item and it's got a decent sell value, I always keep it because collectors will buy them. If it's an item that's got a somewhat decent value but it's got 10 other things that have the same appearance, there's a good chance I won't keep that. But All the Things is great to have, simple add-on. It's also good if you're researching new places to farm because you can come in and you can look and you can see what items drop from where. You could check them out, you can look them up. Great for researching new farms. And the next one is going to be Bag Appraiser. Bag Appraiser is really good because Loot Appraiser doesn't give you a really accurate view. Bag Appraiser allows you to see the value of the items currently in your bag. It also does bank, guild bank, stuff like that, but I only use it for the items that are currently in my bag. And you could change the price source, so I keep mine on market value, but you could change it to minimum buyout so you can see what it is just for your server. I keep it on market value though, so when I'm doing videos and stuff and I give people an estimated price per hour, it's not overly inflated because I do play on a role-playing server, so some items sell for way more than they do on regular servers. So I keep it on market value to give a more factual look at how much gold value is in my bag. Good one to have. Bag Appraiser is a great one. I love it. And for the next one, I use movement speed. Some people use monkey speed. It doesn't really matter. I just use this, and I don't even really use it anymore. I just had it so when I was building my speed set so I could see what my movement speed was. So it's just this little number up here. If you look up there, it shows you how fast you're moving. That's all it is. Real simple, not a big box or a big display, just a nice little number you could look at. I also use Rarity. Rarity is a good one to have. because it just kind of keeps track of your kills and how often. Like if you've seen in some of my videos, when I kill something that has a chance to drop a battle pet or something, it'll tell me how many times I've killed it, what the average percent of people killing it usually get the item to drop at. So it's a decent one to have. And then of course there's Rare Scanner. Rare Scanner is awesome, especially if you're out there farming rares. Gotta have Rare Scanner. It'll tell you where the rares are. It'll tell you if they're up. It'll tell you. It even gives you an alert on your screen showing you that there's a rare in your vicinity. Awesome one to have. I like this one. This is a great one. And for the next one, I like to use Nova Instance Tracker. This is a simple add-on. It's good for me because I run a lot of dungeons, but this is great because it keeps track of how many times you've run an instance. It also keeps track of your lockout time, so you know when your lockout's going to be over. This is a good one. So like when I'm doing the 100 runs of something, I can keep track, because of course I don't do all 100 runs in one day. So this allows me to keep track of how many times I've entered a dungeon, how many times I've completed it. It's a decent one to have. Not one that that's really needed. It just makes life a little bit easier. And for the next one, gotta have GatherMate 2 and GatherMate 2 Data. GatherMate 2 is a really good add-on that allows you to see where you've picked nodes up before. So like if I come over here, you can see where all the nodes where I picked up. Makes gathering farms so much easier, because once you start picking a bunch of them up, you'll start to see where they're spawning at, which makes it easier to just fly around and hit those spots and pick them up. And you can come in here and you could change some of the settings up, the mini map filters. You can even import other people's profiles. So if you haven't been to a zone yet, but you want to know where all the nodes are, you could import other people who have done it before. You gotta have this add-on if you're gonna do any type of gathering profession. It makes life so much easier. And for the next one, you gotta have Scrap. Some kind of scrapping add-on. I don't care which one it is. I prefer Scrap because it's just easier. So Scrap allows you to see that little gold coin that pops up there? This makes it to where you can mark items as trash. So when you go to vendor, you just vendor everything with that mark on it. I just literally just bind a hotkey to it and just spam the hotkey. It allows you to, especially if you're doing a lot of like dungeon farms and stuff where you're picking up a ton of just trash items, it makes it so much quicker to just vendor your stuff off. Definitely got to have Scrap if you're going to be doing massive amounts of farming. Comes in handy a lot. And for the next one, I use Speedy Auto Loot. There's a couple different add-ons to do this. This just happens to be the one I've used forever. It just allows it to where you no longer really see the loot box. It loots everything really quick, which is amazing if you're doing dungeon runs and you're trying to get them done real fast, because you could just loot and keep running, loot and keep running. Gotta have some kind of speedy auto loot. I don't really care which one. Just pick one that works well. Speedy auto loot's one I found a while back that works really well and continues to work. Well, that's pretty much all of them. All the ones I use for gold farming anyways. I use a couple others for different things, but for gold farming, that's pretty much the backbone of my add-ons for gold farming. And I will leave a list of all of these add-ons down in the description. And if you do have any questions about how to set some of this stuff up, you're welcome to join the Discord. The link will be down in the description. And hop on over the Discord and ask me. I'll try to help you the best I can. Like I said, I'm not an expert at TSM, but I have been using it for many years, so I know a little bit. I know enough about it to get myself in trouble. But yeah, if you have any questions, come over, and somebody there will be able to help you out getting it set up. But there are tons of videos on YouTube where people like have broke down everything on how to set up TSM, where to get the best groups, what the best operations are. I recommend checking those out. They definitely help you out a lot. Well, thank y'all for watching, and I'll see y'all in the next video.